right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this edition of the Indie Live Spot right here on GHP Radio. We're streaming live on YouTube like we do every week, and of course, we're very excited today because we have a return guest that's been a while since he's been on, but he is here. As you can see, Mr. Roberto Restuccia is here in the house. Welcome our guest today.
Hey guys, how's it going? How's it going, guys?
Great, man. Welcome, man. So excited about having you back. You've been doing a whole lot since the last time you were here with us, and so I just want to say once, congratulations on your great accomplishments since we last had you on the show, man. Your music is doing really well. I've been hearing it all across the country, and good job, man. Good job. And we just got through playing Arrival, by the way. Kind of break everything in the fold here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, man. Thank you very much. You know, it's been quite a ride. It's been a while, hasn't it, guys? Since I've seen you. Really nice. Yeah, really nice to see you both. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's good to see you.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, man. And so, you know, great. I know we're gonna let our listeners check out some more great music. You know, of course, that track is off of your latest, your With Every Turn, which is a awesome collection, man. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Thank you.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about how this all came together, man, for this particular project? Because I know you had two CDs before this prior. I know there was one that was when the smoke cleared and the exposure, I believe it was, right?
Yeah, that's the ones.
Yeah, but this one here, man, this is awesome as well.
Yeah, I mean, this one took a while. You know, I took my time with it. Also, you know, involved Ollie Silk. I don't know if you know that, but
Oh, really?
Yes.
yeah, Ollie Silk produced this. You know, this CD. So, you know, I went to one of his gigs, and you know, we got chatting, and you know, I knew that after the other albums, I wanted to up my production. You know, I'm not like a producer. You know, I'm a guitar player. I write my own songs.
Mm-hmm.
And I just needed someone to shine, as I say, shine the record a little bit for me on the production.
Yes, absolutely.
And Ollie did a really great job. You know, and it took 3 years. You know, of going back and forth to the studio, writing songs I thought were good enough to make the album, make the cut.
Mm-hmm.
And then this album was born. You know, and as I said, it was a long process. Got good musicians on there, good bass,
Mm-hmm.
good drums. You know, obviously Ollie with his keyboard skills, sax, as well. And just he killed it. You know, he killed it, and I think we made a great team, a good combination. And I really enjoyed the process. The process was so much fun.
Yeah.
I learned so much. I really did. I learned a lot.
Man, that is so cool. Now, didn't? Oh, I was
Oh,
gonna,
sorry, G.
no, I
I'm
was.
sorry, I was curious who the bass player was
Mhm.
on the track.
Oh, it was a guy called Orifo,
Hmm.
London. He's you know, part of the team. There's Wesley Joseph on drums, and there's Orifo, and there's Derek Nash on sax. And of course, Ollie, you know, did his magic on the keys as he does.
Yeah.
Right.
And then this strange person called Roberto Restuccia on the guitar. You heard it?
Who's the guy on the CD? The name on the CD.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
deal.
The guy.
Right. But no. What I was gonna ask, didn't he live somewhere near you or not too far?
I mean, it's like, you know, an hour or so away. I mean, but England, I mean, come on.
Okay.
You could throw yourself to the next town.
I hear
So,
you. I hear you.
You know, it's not a very big country. So, I mean, like, you know, anywhere
Mhm.
an hour, you can get pretty far.
Yeah. So basically, I guess what I'm kind of getting at now is working on this project for, I don't know how long you actually started, when you first started to finish time, but I mean, did the COVID thing get in the way of things, or did you guys get to actually come together and actually record in the studio together, or did you have to do the form, you know, passing back the files? Or
No, I mean, this stuff, I mean, it went on for so long, you know, it honest. being self-funded. It was self-funded, so it's not like I had like a backing behind me, and it's like, there you go, let's do this album. And I wrote some of those songs, like literally, some of them were like 3 years old, some were 4 years old. Some, for example, like You Gotta, for example, I did that the very last minute and just got it cut then. So it kind of was in intervals along, year one, then year two, then year three. Just the ideas. It's basically when I had the material, number one, the songs, and the money.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So
And that's how it is too.
That part of it, of COVID, didn't even play into that.
No, nothing at all. And to answer your question, the drums and the bass were cut together, and then obviously we overdubbed on top.
Sure.
Of the as we say, we get the main cake and we decorated the cake basically.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it's a good cake, man. I tell you, you guys did a terrific job on it, and and you're right. That Ollie, man, he is something else, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he's a talented guy, and a good friend. He just he's just a great guy for sure.
Awesome. Oh, real quick, the chat room has been saying hello to you, Roberto. I know you can't see.
Hello, everybody from the UK. Hello.
There you go, peeps. He said hello to everybody.
Yeah. Now I was curious to know, because I know when I first, finally, kind of knew what you were doing, and stuff. When we first, actually, before we brought you onto the show, I used to follow you a little bit, watch some of your instructional videos when you used to teach, the art of guitar. Man, do you still do the coffee break stuff, or is that something kind of relaxed now with that a little bit, or?
I mean, it just comes like a matter of time, and just I've done that for quite a long time, and I had such a good relationship with those guys, and still do. Yeah. It's time for the next person to come in and
sure
fill those tunes, and not to say it's never going to happen, but definitely my concentration is moved to producing good songs, and I want to get out there, so this is my priority at the moment, but never say never.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So is there anything in the future that's already been, or like in the workings to get bookings, or is there something that's coming up for sure?
There's I've got nothing with the COVID thing. I have management now, which I'm working with Gina McCain.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Gina. Yeah, so Gina, on her management there. So, I'm looking forward to maybe getting something going in the States. Hopefully 2022. If the year permits us to go anywhere, and do anything. But yeah, I'm guessing. What I've been told is, there's a lot of backlog, and from artists that have already been booked, and
right.
They rightly need to do their gigs that they've been booked for, and
right. A lot of them had to reschedule, so yeah.
Yeah, and that's something that, and then it's a case of just hopefully getting some bookings and getting out there and getting over to the USA hopefully, and
right.
In with you guys, which would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, man. To get you over here. So,
it would be.
Yeah, check you out, man. And so with this recording, of course, you did it on a label that's Trippin' and Rhythm, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So how's that process been for you, man? I know that's something new, and they have a lot of great spectacular artists over there as well. So you're definitely in good company over there, it says.
Oh man, I feel really blessed with being with Trippin'. They're really great people. I found the experience so far just really amazing, and really they're very supportive, and they just want me to be me. I mean, and you can't ask for anything more than that, So they're not asking me to cut my my hair, or paint my nails, or whatever. They're just saying, look, you just do your thing and be you, and that's enough, and that's all I can do. That's all I can do is just be me.
Absolutely.
And hopefully that's that's reflects in my music. Because I think it's all a part of it, isn't it? You know,
Yeah.
how you are and your being is all a reflection of your music and the whole thing. It's the whole process.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. So the experience so far has been, you know, fantastic. And as you said, the roster that they have,
Mm-hmm.
you know, amongst those talented people is again such an honor to be, you know, to be up there with these guys. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, and just real quick note, when you mentioned the hair, when you turn sometimes to one side, it kind of reminded me like a Ronnie James Dio look.
Oh, who's that? Sorry, who was that? Sorry.
Oh, heavy metal guy, singer. Unfortunately passed away a few years ago, but he was one of the great vocalists out there for heavy metal.
Oh,
And he
okay.
used to be, at one point, he was with Black Sabbath. He was the lead singer to Black Sabbath at one point. And so, yeah, but you kind of reminded me of him when you turn your head just slightly, because when he had the length like yours right now, it reminded me of his hair back then.
Right. I'll have to check him out. You know, I'll have to check him out. Will I be offended?
Oh no! I mean, no, because like I said, I'm just like, not that you personally look like it, it's just like your hair, just the
Yeah.
way. At one point, it's like, yeah, that's kind of like a Ronnie James Dio hair style, you know.
Griselda, you're backing out now. You're backing off. You're backing off now.
No, I'm not saying that you look like him. I'm just saying that your hair looked like his hairstyle back then.
Oh man.
Like, don't mess with my hair. I like it.
Well, you know, Roberto, I was reading something where it said about your track Arrival when it came out. There was something that was said where I read this. I think it said one of the most added new tracks according to Billboard's National Smooth Jazz Airplay chart.
Yeah.
So, man, that's a big thing, man. That is really,
Yeah.
really big deal, man. So, wow. I just
Yeah.
I mean, gosh, you know, that's great. You know, I know they I've been seeing a lot of these wonderful artists just charting all over the place. And speaking of charting artists, it was pretty cool to see you. And I watched here recently.
With Adam?
Yeah, Adam Hawley.
Yeah, Adam Hawley. Yeah.
You guys was kind of doing your thing together and stuff, but yeah, I always think of you both in kind of almost in the same caliber as far as, you know, guitar guys, man. So yeah, it was really cool to see that though. But how was that, man? It was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, it's funny because that was the first time I met Adam. Was on that, you know, that interview that you saw.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've ever spoke to Adam.
Okay.
You know, and he definitely, you know, it was just like, you know, the first encounter. It was just very raw and such a nice guy, very supportive again. You know, and you know, he didn't have to let me on the show there, and he asked me, and I was, you know, again very, very, you know, honored to be there.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, do you want to do it? And I'm like, yeah, I want to do it. You know, that's
absolutely.
yeah, just a nice guy, and we had a really, really nice chat, and yeah, just a real cool dude, you know, for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely a good guy, and like I said, it's such a phenomenal artist and producer and everything, and
great guitar, you know, and yeah, just all round, you know, decent guy for sure.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Griselda, you have something that you want to ask before we actually go into some selections here from his wonderful collection here of music here.
Okay, because I don't know which one you're going to start with first, but like off the air, you know, when we were talking to Roberto before we started the show, I said, even though I don't like licorice, but I like the song Licorice Pizza. So how did that one, I don't know, like I said, I don't know which Gary is going to start with, which track, but talk about Licorice Pizza. Why the name?
Yeah, you know, everyone says that, you know, but I don't know if you know what licorice. You know what licorice is, obviously, you know, but in, you know, DJs in, I don't know if it's just a UK thing or DJs in general, they call records, you know, like the licorice
Pizza. Got it.
Oh wow! Okay.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, so that was, you know, so it's a musician thing, but the other thing was because it's the only track there I'm using kind of like synthetic drums, like a drum machine,
Right.
and then like an old school amplifier, and I'm like, they're two opposites.
Right.
So I'm,
That's
okay,
true.
so
Yeah.
licorice and pizza are completely random things, and it's a musical phrase for DJ. So that's why it's called licorice pizza, because they're two opposites in terms of they were produced and they're together. They shouldn't go, but they do.
They do.
But I wouldn't say to eat licorice pizza though, but stick to traditional, that's for sure. Cheese and tomato, that works.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Let's stick with the Italian version of it.
yeah. Let's get into that.
Wow, that was very enlightening.
Yeah, that's the reason. So licorice pizza, it's just a cool name. It's quirky. I love quirky names. Thinking of song titles is like, it's so hard. Especially when there's no lyrics. In our songs that I'm doing.
Right.
So like thinking of something that works. If you can get something that's quirky that has good meaning, it's just great when those kind of things come together. So it's quite a playful. Kind of thing, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Right.
That
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, awesome. Well, since Grizz struck the interest there, I'm gonna kick it off with that one, and then I'm gonna follow it up with another one, and then we'll come back, and then we'll continue and maybe ask about the other track that I'm gonna play. That it's a surprise. Okay. So anyway, everybody keep it locked right here. And if you just tune in, we are talking to Roberto Restuccia. He is our guest today. If you just woke up or climbed up, off from under a rock somewhere. I'm just kidding, folks. But yeah, seriously, this music is awesome. And the name of his new CD is With Every Turn. And it's awesome. So you're getting ready to hear some of it right now. So keep it locked right here, and we'll be right back. That was nice. That was, whew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, that was the title track right there. That was Every Turn, and of course we kicked it off with Licorice Pizza. Both of them awesome, but that right there, my man, that was pimping. I love how I love how that was laying, man. That was nice. You really did it. You really
Glad to-
did your thing on that, man.
I was like, that was pimping. I could just see, yeah, he's
Yes.
saying,
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. With my cup of tea.
Mm-hmm.
right.
Yeah.
Don't forget us songs.
Yeah. Yeah. But that was definitely sweet, man. I love
Oh,
that.
yes.
God, it sounded
Yeah,
good.
it came out good. I'm happy with that. I love the vibe that it just came out great. It came out great. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, now knowing that Ollie Silk was actually at the keyboard playing, just
Cool.
adding
Yeah.
his 2 cents worth of it as well. So
Uh-huh.
it
Yeah.
was-
Yeah, I mean, he understands groove and feel, and when you have people that are on the same wavelength, hopefully
yeah.
Mhm.
nice feeling music. And I stress on the feeling of music, because
Mhm.
that's where it's at, right?
Yeah.
It's got to feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Well,
And that transcends, but we could feel it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
can,
great.
definitely. So we was kind of talking a little bit off air, and it kind of brought a question to me that I wanted to ask you about, because I know that those sensational, awesome guitars that you play, man, you got a connection there with. Tell us a little bit about that. Your guitars.
About the guitars.
Yeah, man.
So like the PRS guitars, and I recently joined the roster, of being a PRS artist. I have my guitar. I brought, I always never have my guitar with me, but like this time I did. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh
That's-
yeah, awesome.
Cool.
I'm
That's-
gonna get you on the big screen by yourself so everybody can really see that.
Yes, he's gonna need to look at my face.
So-
I want to see the guitar.
So yeah, that's my newest guitar. I don't know how well you can see that with the light. It's probably not that great, but beautiful guitar. Just they just suit my playing, and just really enjoy these guitars. And again, lucky enough to be part of the team. The PRS,
Absolutely beautiful.
which was great. As well, and doing a little bit of stuff for PRS guitars. As well, with promotional stuff. Which I'm really grateful for. It's something that it's nice to have such a reputable, amazing kind of team behind you and supporting your work.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
Congratulations on that, dog. Because I mean, man, those are nice guitars, and I know I've seen other guys play some of those as well.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they're really nice. And that style there is like what, the semi hollow body type.
That is, but the one that you're hearing on the album isn't this guitar. This guitar's new, or newer. And the other one was a full hollow body guitar that I've used for like probably almost 8 years, 9 years, something like that. So I was playing these guitars way before any endorsement-y kind of relationship with PRS. I was just playing them because I liked them.
Yeah.
They suit my vibe. So this is just kind of the next step. But yeah, I've been playing PRS guitars for a long time, and they just suit what I do.
Yeah.
And they're great, for sure.
Super.
And just for the audience, when you guys are watching when we go off the air, and then Gary puts up his stuff that he's done, all the graphics and whatnot. So the picture that you see of Roberto sitting there with the guitar is something that Gary cut out from one of the promos for the PRS guitars, that when Roberto's sitting on that stool.
Yeah.
So that's where Gary got that. So that way it makes it look he's actually sitting by the bar. But yeah, that's where he got that one from. So
Yeah.
from one of the promos. So it's like, oh yes, give it up for Gary and his graphics, please.
Sorry.
He deserves that. A round of applause, a standing O.
It's just a little creative spot in me there, but yeah, I really enjoyed this music, Roberto. This is just a wonderful CD, and as we was talking, you said it was kind of like a thing that you worked on over time, which is great because I mean that just shows the depth of it. I mean, really does. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, like, it's not like, I'm working with like a big team of, of songwriters or, whatever. It's just these things come, in dribs and drabs, and you write 10 songs and one of them's okay. Yeah. And it's like that. And, it sounds a bit Zen-like, but I always think that, I get melodies and I feel like they've been given to me. I know that sounds really weird, and I find that like I'm writing now, and there's a couple of melodies that just stay in my head, and they just will not go away. And I know then I'm like, man, it's been like I've been humming this damn melody for like 3-4 months. It's time to get. There's a reason why I have this melody in my head. I need to get that out. That's exactly what I do. Is I get those melodies out. Yeah. It's like when I get those melodies away, something else comes to me, and but it's not until it's like I have to put that away first before something else comes in.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I feel. That they're good or whether they're bad, I'll let you guys decide that, but they're just melodies, and as long as I can represent them the best I can, I'm happy.
That makes a lot of sense. Really does. Makes a lot of sense. Now, what I want to do is see if you can take us back a little bit, because especially for the ones we're kind of a little bit aware of because we've had you on the show before, but for viewers that are tuning in now, that may not have that know, let's kind of go back and talk about what actually struck your interest. When was it when you first got a guitar in your hand and just started this whole great awesome thing? Yeah, well, I mean, that's an easy one for me. I mean, it's Slash. Oh, Slash, awesome.
That's just watching him play, and like I've said this before in other places as well, is just used to just copy. I never had any lessons. I'm self-taught on the guitar.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah. That was before internet. We didn't have internet, back in the day. So I used to learn from, recording concerts, of Guns N' Roses or whatever, whoever I liked at the time, just copying what I saw on the screen. Yeah. And then so just listening, I think that, a lot of it was just, rewinding, in the day, it was first with tape. And then obviously CDs came along, and rewinding and trying to listen and trying to play, and then rewind. And like as a kid, and I say a kid, I was, a sort of teenager by then. I used to play the song, and then at the end I used to take a solo that I would do at the end. Yeah. That's how I learned, was, play the song through, and then there was an outro where it was all exciting at the end, and like, what would I do at the end? And I would play. Had no idea of theory, no idea of like scales, blah blah blah. Picked up a little here and there, and it was just just trial and error, making lots of mistakes, and through the years correcting them. That was it. And I'm still doing that now.
That's amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
Just don't ever get the look of the hairstyle of Slash. That's all I'm asking.
Say well, yeah, I mean, like it's Slash. No, he's my first guitar hero.
I mean, he's amazing on the guitar. Just don't copy his hairstyle. Did you ever get into like the guitar styles of Neil Schon from Journey?
Oh yeah. Neil Schon. I mean, what a great guitar player he is. And actually,
underrated. He's so underrated, which really irks me.
Yeah, I mean he's got some great instrumental stuff, as well. But I'll be honest, I was late to that. That was probably not in my system until maybe 8-9 years ago, maybe something like that. So yeah, I just there's so many guitar players. For me, my first guys were like people like Robin Ford. as I said, like Slash already. But then I was listening to Prince a lot. Prince is a big, and I know he's not known for being just a guitar player, but just I listen to Prince a hell of a lot.
Yeah, yeah, I do too. I love Prince. I wish he was still on the earth to put out more music.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, see, since I was like a massive Journey fan, that's why I was just so, because he would just freak me out on how fast his fingers go on that neck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's like
Mm-hmm.
and that everyone else, all the other guitarists back at that when Journey was at its peak, that all these other guitarists were getting all these accolades. It's like, well, what about Neil? I mean, like he was like almost forgotten. I'm like, it's like, did he? And that just, it really frustrates me. I mean, he's an amazing guitarist, and that he didn't get the props that he deserves, in my opinion. So.
Yeah, I mean, he's done all right though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that he hasn't, but it's just like.
I know what you mean.
He's still, he's up there as far as the talent and the technique and whatnot, and he just hasn't gotten that recognition that he should.
And also another PRS guy, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the case, but yeah, definitely in the past.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sweet. So, what you got in store for the coming year? I know you're going to be promoting this wonderful CD and stuff, but do they have you set up to do any like touring stuff pretty soon, or I mean, in the works for it, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, again, like I said, hopefully, with the management that I'm with, that and when the gigs are available, hopefully I'll get that call that will enable me to go out, and do that. Right. I mean, it's not like if obviously I'm not down the road where I can just hop in my car and get the number 15 bus to USA.
Right.
So it'd just be a case of something that has to be in the books and organized, and like this is it has to be like a little tour, really, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because don't want to fly you over just for one gig, and it's like it won't be worth it. Make sure that you have several gigs lined up to make.
Yeah. Hopefully that will happen, and just my hands, my hands are sort of tied with this, and they're in the hands of the gods, really, and if it's meant to be, this is the way I see it. Mm-hmm. If it's meant to be, then it's going to happen, right?
Yeah. Well, I can definitely see it happening.
And since you said that Gina is your management now,
correct?
By any chance, do you think you'll be able to work with her husband down the road?
What is like musically?
Yeah, musically, because he's a percussionist. So.
Oh, sure. I guess I haven't really thought that far down the road. You know what I mean? It's
I'm out there in the universe, Gina. Hello.
I haven't heard that down the road really. It's just at the moment it just seems like these are all things that are sort of being talked about, and I guess it's like anything. Once it's like in writing and it's done, then you start thinking, okay, this is a reality. This is actually going to happen. And
then you can go on to the rest of the planning stage.
Yeah. Other than that, it's still talk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So hopefully, because he's an amazing musician. So.
Yeah. I've heard. I've sort of spoke to him a little bit in the background there, but he seems a great character. He seems a really good guy.
Mm-hmm. So I was like, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Oh, she's in the chat room. We're working on all of this.
Hey, there you go.
Oh, wow.
Under major scale management.
Okay, cool.
There you go.
Very cool.
Hi, Gina.
Hey, welcome. Yeah. So out of all the tracks on, this is a hard question because it's kind of an impossible question to be honest.
Choose your favorite.
Yeah. I mean, is there one?
Gary, shame on you.
I shouldn't even know better than that. But I mean, is there something like that you're really fond of? I mean, you know what I mean? Because I mean, you can like something better than you like. You can like all, but you can like one in particular much better than one of them because of some reason. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just thinking.
I don't know really. I mean, to me, the thing that I like is, is you got to remember, like with anything, it's never one like separate occasion. It's more like the vibe, and like to me, Arrival's got a great vibe, and With Every Turn's got a great vibe. It's Love Crazy's got a good vibe.
Yeah.
It's I'd say, With Every Turn's it came out how I kind of envisaged it.
Right.
So I do, I just like the way that came out. To me, like I know this is my answer. Is that every note on With Every Turn, the song, is purposeful, and that's what I like about the song. Wasted. If you listen, there's no wasted notes there. There is no note on that song that was there just because it's there, and I'll leave it there. Everything has a purpose in that song.
That makes sense.
That's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to stick with that answer.
Good answer.
Good answer. Good answer.
Cool.
I've been doing on the game shows.
Yeah. You're going to say you get a copy of your own album, right? You can send me With Every Turn the album as a prize.
Oh, there it is. Well, show it off right there. You got it.
I've got it. Came. What? Oh my god! Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, and also, chat room gang, if you have any questions, please put them in there. We'll definitely give them to our guests as well.
Plenty of time. We've got plenty of time.
Yeah, we do. In fact, I was going to say it's probably about time to do another music break. So that'll give everybody a chance to gather their thoughts. But this time, I want you guys to come up with something, Grizz, and then also even you, Roberto. I want you to pick something, and then I'll play both of them.
Roberto, you go ahead and pick first.
Well, you want me to pick a song from the album?
Yes.
Can we go? So we've done Arrival, right? So we've done Licorice Pizza.
Yes.
Can we do? I've got to check my album. Right? Hey, this is something out of the blue because I actually am really pleased with this song. It's completely different. It's like a real moody number. It's called like On Mulberry.
Oh yeah.
So it's like if you close your eyes and you listen to this, it should take you somewhere else.
Because I was going to ask you. Yeah, that's a good segue to ask you about that track because I saw that on Mulberry, and I was thinking when I first saw the title, I was thinking, I wonder if this is something that he may have a connection to a street somewhere or something. I don't.
Yeah, it is, and I'm gonna dedicate this to Michelle.
Okay, cool. All right, we're gonna play that, and then I guess Grizz, what's your pick?
Oh, it's between Blue Funk and Clickin'.
Those are both cool.
Let's do Blue Funk.
Okay, and then since you like Clickin' too, I like it as well. I'm gonna follow it up with Clickin'.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
That's 3 choices, and then we'll come back. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So everybody keep it locked, and we'll be right back right here on the Indie Live Spot with Roberto Restuccia. ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and I'm still grooving because
Me too.
we was jamming on clicking, and then of course right before that we did have Blue Funk, and then of course we started with Mulberry. Yes, so very nice, Roberto.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Now let's see, Grizz. Have you checked to see if we got a question?
Yes.
Roberto.
Before we do that, I wanted to ask about clicking. How did that come about?
Oh yeah, that's right. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, actually, no, it's funny because I actually specifically remember, that it was at Christmas time, and we were basically, I think I can't remember how long. It must have been about 3 years ago, maybe even more. I just remember it was at Christmas, and I remember everyone was going in to have the Christmas dinner, and I'm jamming on my guitar, right? And then you get the shouts, "It's ready! It's ready! Christmas dinner's ready!" And I'll be there in a minute. Do you know what I mean? And I remember just jamming this little riff. It wasn't the hook. It was the little. If you listen carefully, you can hear like a little scat, little kind of groove in there. It was that little groove, and it just was like really catchy. And I quickly recorded it on my cell phone, and I left it there, and that was the beginning of that song.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Cool. All right. There is a question that I did see. It's from Colleen. She says, "Have you thought about doing live shows on YouTube?"
I have, and I think you can kind of see other people doing it, and I think that with the pandemic, it kind of forced people to do the live shows, and you could see that they didn't want to do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not easy. It's not easy like playing. I'm just going to say playing to nobody, to playing to an empty room. It's not. It's you're not going to get the same feedback. As you would. So I think people have done it out of necessity. Because there was nothing else, and they're so used to performing that they felt like they had to. But if you notice, for me, I don't think I would do that. At the moment, I do plenty of little YouTubey things or Facebook stuff. I don't really spend a lot of time doing it. For me, it's just capturing something that I do at the time. So at the moment, I'd say no. I'm hoping to get out in real life, and you can see me for real, and pick up one of these for real, and let me sign it that way, or that's a much nicer way of doing it. So I'm hoping to do it for real, for sure.
Yeah, I get you.
Yep. Oh, and Keith Gilchrist just came into the house. Lord V.
Hey, Keith.
Hey, man.
He says to say hello and send me that music. He says.
Oh, sure. We'll get it sent to you for sure.
Yeah.
Well, Keith, you have a hook with Jeff Lunt. It's get a hold of Jeff Lunt.
Right. Yeah. Jeff will send you a copy for sure.
Yep. I'm surprised he hasn't already. So.
Yeah.
Shame on him.
Lord V. Welcome,
oh, there you go, Lord V. You know who to chase now. Who to get after? Jeff.
Yeah. Well, cool. Well, yeah. So, So, gosh, man, this since you got this CD out, so how's it work now? I guess this is a question I was kind of wondering, since because it's different now since you're with this independent label. Yeah. And I know you said that they were really good about giving you freedom, which is awesome. That's an awesome thing. So
as long as I don't heavy metal band, that I'm sure.
No kidding.
Well, at least you got the hair for it.
Yeah, but, that's it. Multi-genre, right?
Right. So
the hair and the clothing. So hey.
Yeah. So, and you may not be able to discuss this. I don't know, because I don't know the whole side of the label itself. But I was wondering, because as independent artists, you can kind of put out what you want to do anytime. But with the label, I'm sure there's a criteria or what have you. Do they tell you as long? I mean, as far as how long it will be in between, like doing another project, or does that? I mean, I don't know. That's what I was kind of wondering about.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, as an artist, you're gonna want to put some music out, and and like for me, I know that I'd like to keep moving. You want to next project, so it's in my interest to kind of keep the momentum going as well as them as well.
Yes.
So I think it's a mutual thing.
Yes.
So I've not had anything, any particular restraints or like kind of you must get this done. Again, I'll just say that they're very supportive, and they just want all they want me to do is be me and produce good music. That's basically the criteria.
So basically no limitations at the moment.
No, definitely not. And just they're great people to work with, for sure. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to creating. The idea of having that blank canvas again. I just want to. The only thing I wouldn't say I'm not worried about it. It's more I'm conscious about is I just don't want to be saying the same thing. I want something new to say.
Yeah.
So I think that's the thing I'm looking for is like, I want it to be Roberto Restuccia, but what's the next evolution of what I'm doing?
Right.
Absolutely.
As an artist, right.
That's it. I want to do better than the last one, whatever that is, whether it's better or, hopefully I feel that it's a plateau up from where I'm now. And it's, I think every artist wants to do that. Everyone wants to beat the last album. They just evolve. It's just a natural process, I think, of being an artist.
Yeah.
Because you grow as a person, and then that shows in your music.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You definitely grow as a human, and you use your experiences, whether they're happy, sad, whatever, excited. You can put that in your music, and that's the other thing is getting an album that has, some different different flavors. I mean, the good thing about the genre that we're in is it's quite broad. It's a broad spectrum, so you can go into that. That jazzy, underground jazzy kind of thing. You can go fusion-y, you can go funky, you can kind of go Latin,
exactly.
You can go R&B, you can go blues. You've got, to me, it's just like I'm like a kid in a candy shop because it's like I can do what I want, to a certain extent, and it basically, I've got all the colors of the spectrum that I want to work in, and I'm lucky that I'm able to do that. So yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
And what about like Blue Funk? How did you get that inspiration?
That one's a weird one. That one there, that one's a blur. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll just say it how it is. That one's a blur. I don't remember. I remember having a couple of. That was an earlier song, and it was quite a loose song at the time, and it went through different changes. I think I definitely heard that one a little more dirty than what it turned out to be. So maybe kind of stuck out a little bit, maybe a little bit more than the other ones, but that was definitely an earlier thing, and definitely more on that bluesy.
Right.
So, that came out like kind of not as dirty as I had in. Right. You know what I mean? So, but it definitely had to kind of fit as a package, and it did what it did,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause that's like I said, that one caught my attention. I was like, oh, okay, Blue Funk.
Yeah, definitely. Cool.
Well, very nice. Okay. Well, man, I'll tell you what, man, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of wrap this thing up with you, because before we do end the show today, we got a premiere of Miss Heidi Tan. If you all don't know about Heidi Tan, she has a brand new track that actually today's her release date, so we're going to premiere that just in a little bit. But I just
a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. But I just want to thank Roberto, gosh, man, for coming back and hanging out with us today and sharing this wonderful, great music. Just I'm very proud of you, man. From what,
thanks.
Yeah, because I remember when like I said, I can't remember how long has it been since when we first had you on. God, how many
Well, it
years
has
ago?
to be at least 4 years at least. If you've had a child since the last time.
Right.
And
Right.
it's
Yeah.
3 years old, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's got to be
that's
more than that. Yeah. It's got to be more than that for sure. It's been
Mm-hmm.
a yeah, definitely. So it's cool that you've been able to see me kind of grow as an artist and
Yeah.
and improve
Mm-hmm.
and continue to improve my music and stuff like that. And you guys have been such a great supportive guys. You've been really supportive. So I'm really happy with that. So thank you so much.
Oh, you're
And it's
welcome.
been a pleasure. It really has. It really has been a pleasure.
Well, great, great. Well, we definitely appreciate you, and definitely you're part of our family. We don't want you to be a stranger. Um, Before we do let you go, you want to let everybody know how they can definitely keep up with all your great things that you're doing.
And how to get your CD?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just say just go to my website. That's robertorestuccia.com. I'll spell it. It's Robert with an O. That's easy. Restuccia is RESTUCCIA.com. So robertorestuccia.com. You can get a CD. You can get a personal CD from me. I'll send it to you. Or there's all the links to, like, if you don't want that, you can go on Amazon stores. I think there's iTunes. Just basically, it's all there. So right in front of you. It will hit you in the face when you get onto the
website.
to the website. It will go bam, 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 and then
Awesome.
do that.
Yes. Very well.
Awesome.
Very good, man. Well, again, keep success going for you. I'm looking forward to seeing some of your music charting, and
Yes.
and we're definitely looking forward. Hopefully, those guys can get you over here to the States and start performing at some point when it's available. I mean, when you're able, because I know how it's. I don't know how this COVID thing is just getting on my nerves. It's just.
It's working a last nerve, huh?
Yeah, man. This is like, things are starting to open up, people out doing their thing, and then now we got this threat of this other variant and all this kind of whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, keep doing your great stuff, Roberto, and we look forward to the next venture with you. And like I said, keep it going, man.
Yeah, I got no choice. I'm going to keep going. For every moment of it, so that's it. Just enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, and move forward. For sure.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and well, we're still not ended the show completely, but I am going to put on another track. I want to put on That's It for Tonight. That's a great one.
That's it. Right. That's a good ending.
Yeah, and I like the track too, which is great. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but that'd be a perfect one to end with you. And again, thank you so much, Roberto.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it so much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, and everybody also stay tuned. We're gonna actually premiere Heidi Tan's brand new release. So keep it locked right here, and we'll be right back on the Indie Live Spot.
Yes.
voice is so exciting, and I don't know why, and I don't know why. You simply make me smile. Something that I just don't understand. Ooh, baby, but things were simply not the way I planned. With the love again, the kind that makes me live. Love again, to me. You turned and looked at me. You noticed me, you smiled at me. Wow. Ooh, hey. So glad I met you. So glad, baby. I want you next to me. So glad you get me. So glad, yeah. I know you understand the crazy quirks of me. I'm crazy. I wanna hold your hand. So glad I met you. So glad. So glad I met you. So glad, yeah. I know I talk too much, but I just can't shut up. You bring me so much joy, boy. I'm so glad I met you. You bring out the best in me. You make me feel so free to be me. Don't ever go away, boy. I just want you to stay. So glad I met you. Oh yeah. I want you next to me. So glad you get me. I'm glad, baby. I know you understand the crazy quirks of me. Oh yeah, yeah. I wanna hold your hand. So glad I met you. I'm glad, baby. So glad I met you. Ooh, glad I met you. I'm so glad. I want you next to me. I want you next glad to you me. Get me. Oh yeah. I know you understand the crazy quirks of me. I'm crazy, baby. I want you be my man. So glad I met you. So glad, so glad I met you. You know I got to have you next to me. You got me seeing things I never thought I could be. I'm gonna shout it from the highest peak that I'm free and I'm me, 'cause you're next to me.
And you just heard the wonderful sounds of Stella, her latest track, So Glad I Met You, featuring Mr. Willie Bradley, of course. Wonderful track. And then, of course, right before that, you heard the sounds of Mr. Greg Manning with Sunrise Boulevard. You also heard Sam Hankins with Hotspot. And you also heard the brand new release. Today's the actual her release date, Miss Heidi Tan. Yes, Heidi. That was such a great, wonderful track. It's called, The Love You Give. And it's actually featuring Tony Garviz. I think that's the right way to pronounce that.
I think so.
Yeah. But way to go, Heidi. You're doing your thing out there.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Dang it, girl.
And one more thank you to Mr. Roberto Restuccia. Glad we were able to get him back on the show. It was really good to catch up with him since we last chatted with him on the show. Because the last time we had him on the show, we wasn't even visual like this on YouTube. We were actually on our radio stream, audio stream. So that was a nice deal for him to come back and be part of our new platform and all. But yeah. So, but I guess we should explain because we didn't do that at the beginning. But both Joyce and Ray was not here. Of course, I know everybody was probably wondering where is Ray and where is Joyce. But
And where's the chair?
yeah, and where's the chair? We better put the chair in there.
Gary's
Come
trying
on.
to. He's been squeaking a little bit, but it doesn't compare to Rick's chair.
Yes,
Not
yeah,
very close.
right. But no, Joyce has a family reunion over this weekend, so she's actually hanging out with family, which is great. And then Mr. Ray Mack,
Ray.
yeah, he traveled here from Texas to Oklahoma. He's here in Oklahoma. They're actually having a weekend meet and greet with the members of this African Jazz Legacy Museum that's going to be built here in Oklahoma, and they're just getting things together. I think they had a showing of the location where they're going to actually have this museum, and then they went to various places all across Oklahoma City area. One with, I think, the Langston University Oklahoma City campus. They're going to have something to do with the museum as well. So they did that. They toured over there. They went there, went to another place, and then I think today they were supposed to be doing some things. So he's all over the place, and he's tired because when I talked to him this morning, he said, "When this over, I'm going home." So he said, "I'm beat. I'm wore out." Y'all know how he is. So.
Probably also mad that he didn't have his little snacks like he normally does.
Right.
Because you know how he loves to eat during the show.
Oh boy, yeah. He
Or
gotta
talk on
have
the
his
phone.
snacks. You're right.
Or sleep.
But that's where Ray is today. So he's out there doing that, and Joyce is at the reunion. Phew, okay, but anyway. We're about ready to wrap this thing up. Just want to thank everybody for tuning in today, and hope you enjoyed Mr. Roberto Restuccia. His music is awesome. He has some great music. He's a great guitar player, and it was nice to have him back. And
Oh yes.
and then of course, Grizz gonna let us know what's happening for next week. We have another guest that's gonna be here next week, so I'll let her fill you in on that. But again, I just want to thank all of you for tuning in each week, and please tune in next week because we're going to be doing the same thing with another guest. And so just have a great weekend, and I'm going to let Grizz tell you who that's going to be.
All right. Okay. Well, thanks everybody in the chat room, gang. Thank you for being here today and for showing your support. Please invite other people to come in and join us. And don't forget to hit the like button. Since Joyce is in here, she was to hit the like button,
Yes.
and also subscribe to Gary's channel so that way to help us grow GHP Radio. And real quick, I'm just going to go ahead and say who was in the chat room. We have Colleen Keithley.
Hey, Colleen.
Gia. Yes.
Gia.
We have Stan Diggs.
Hey, Diggs.
Jessica from Africa.
Hey, Jessica.
Henry. YJ. Yay.
Sister
Our redhead.
YJ.
And Miss Blee.
Uh-oh, you're getting a little bit of Ray-itis over there.
Yes. It's that. Anyway, Miss Bee-Fly, Lady Di, Diane,
Hey,
Trevelli
Diane.
in the house.
What?
There was a CDE 59, but then I noticed that the name was Earl because a friend of Colleen's.
Okay, welcome.
Thank you, Earl.
Yeah,
I don't
thank
know
you.
your last name, but thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Miss Heidi Tan was also in the chat room for the LBEC.
Congratulations on your new track,
Yes.
Heidi.
Congrats. And Miss Gina McCain, since she is the management for Roberto Restuccia.
Yes.
She was in the chat room for a while.
Thank you.
So
for
thank
coming.
you, Gina, for joining us.
Yes, Gina.
We have Miss Cynthia Adams is in the chat room.
Hey, Cynthia. Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
And of course, you know that Mr. Lord V is in the house.
Yes, my brother. Yes.
Yes. April Wyatt, thank you. And also Castella
Thank
came
you,
into the
Stella.
chat room. So, and congrats on your latest release, which I also love. It's
Yeah.
up there with Mojito.
And we want you back on the show.
Yes, and I'll be Definitely.
Yeah.
And same thing for you, B-Fly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just as FYI that I'm going to be contacting you as well with that. Okay. Thank you again, my peoples, for joining us today. And for those that were anonymously watching, thank you. Next week, we have Mr. Tony Exum Jr. will be on the show next week. Yay!
Brother Terry. Hey.
Yep. Mr. Tony is going to be in
Tony.
the house next week.
Yay.
So please join us and show your support.
Yes.
And like I said, please invite some people, even if it's just one friend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So that way they can come and join us in the chat room, have some fun, listen to the great music.
Yeah.
And please be careful out there. Have a great weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Stay hydrated, please.
Yeah.
This summer is going to be killer.
Mm-hmm.
It already started that to be that way.
Yeah.
So stay hydrated. Take care of yourselves out there. And we'll see you next week, okay?
All right, everybody.
Ciao.
See you next week.
those days.